There is a quiet truth in many garages across the country, a silent story told by stacks of good wood and dusty tools. You can see it in the tired faces of people who walk away from a project, feeling a mix of frustration and quiet sadness. They have wasted precious wood and valuable time. This scene happens more often than we like to admit. A spark of hope, a vision of a finished piece, half-built shelves that wobble, a cabinet door that will never quite close. Why does this happen so often? Why do so many promising starts lead to such disappointing ends? The answer is usually not a lack of effort or a shortage of desire. It is simpler than that, and far more common. We miss the details. We overlook the small, critical steps that form the foundation of any successful build. We grab a promising-looking plan, fire up the saw, jump in with both feet, then get lost in a forest of confusing cuts and mismatched parts. A plan can look perfectly fine at first glance. A few crisp pictures, a list of parts that seems complete. But looks can be deceiving. That parts list might miss one or two small but essential components. The pictures might skip a crucial angle or a tricky assembly sequence. The plan may not tell the best way to cut a challenging piece or fail to show how two key parts are meant to fit together. Let's walk through a story that might sound familiar. Imagine it is Saturday morning. You have a plan for a simple bookshelf, printed from a website. The sun is shining, the coffee is hot. You are ready to make some sawdust. You head to the lumberyard and buy a few beautiful boards of oak. Back in the shop, you start measuring and cutting according to the list. But soon, things start to go wrong. The first crosscut is a little bit crooked. You tell yourself it's okay, you can hide it in the back. Then you realize the plan did not specify the thickness of the wood. Your boards are a 1/4 inch thicker than what the designer used. You look back at the plan. It's just a single page with one confusing diagram. No notes about adjusting for different wood dimensions. No tips on how to cut a clean dado. No pictures of the assembly process. You are left to guess. Your guesses lead to more mistakes. By Sunday afternoon, your pile of beautiful oak has turned into a pile of expensive scrap. A poor plan is often the main culprit. These plans are everywhere, promising a quick and easy build, but delivering only confusion. They lack the necessary detail to guide a builder through the process. They assume a level of knowledge that many of us simply do not have yet. A good plan anticipates the questions you will have. It provides clear, step-by-step instructions that leave no room for guesswork. It is a roadmap from a pile of raw lumber to a finished piece you can be proud of. The messy workbench becomes a symbol of this struggle. When a project goes sideways, the chaos spreads. Tools get left out, small parts get lost, sawdust piles up. A disorganized workspace only adds to the stress. You cannot find the right drill bit. Your pencil is buried. Your tape measure has vanished. It is like trying to cook in a kitchen with dirty dishes stacked everywhere. It slows you down, makes you feel overwhelmed, and increases the chances of making yet another mistake. The state of your bench often reflects the state of your project. So keep that in mind. But there is hope. For every story of a failed project, there is a path toward success, and it begins with better planning and clearer steps. The solution is not to give up, but to change your approach. A good, detailed plan is the single most important tool in your entire workshop. It does more than just show you a picture of the finished piece. It shows you every single step required to get there. It clearly illustrates how all the individual pieces fit together. Grain direction, proper depth for drilling holes, making test pieces from scrap wood, dry fit the assembly to check for errors, gluing, clamping, when to sand, what grit to use, applying a finish. These details are not extra fluff. They are the core of a successful project. They save you time. They save you wood. They save you from the frustration of hitting a dead end. Step-by-step guides with photos are a game changer for woodworkers of all skill levels. Break down into small, manageable tasks, each step on its own, with a short note and a clear photo. Check a joint is square or a surface is flat. It will point out common pitfalls. Show the correct tool setting. Follow the guide like a map. Build momentum toward the finish. Organized shops create a calm, productive environment. A clean, clear workbench keeps your assembly organized. Labeled bins, screws, labeled bins, hardware, labeled bins, drill bits. No time wasted searching. Dedicated flat assembly area prevents wobble or twist. Good lighting is crucial. Read measurement marks accurately. Spot imperfections. Beyond a good plan, small habits make a huge difference. Measure twice, cut once, test cuts on scrap, always dry fit. Use good clamps on a flat, level surface. Your tools are your partners. Tune your saw. Sharpen chisels. Keep fences true. These little checks build a foundation of reliability. Read a plan all the way through. Note tricky parts. If a plan is missing key steps, find a better one. Write in the margins or redraw a confusing diagram. Learning these small skills and practicing these simple habits will lead to big victories in your workshop. Ready to build smarter and avoid costly woodworking mistakes? Explore detailed step-by-step woodworking plans through the link below. Subscribe to Home Decor on Demand for more DIY ideas, woodworking inspiration, home improvement content, and product discoveries. Build with confidence.